Today we've come down to Mont Delancey Historic Homestead in the foothills of Wandin, and we're here today having a chat to local Yarra Rangers photographer, creative mind and community player, Mr. Greg Carrick. Crackers, thanks for joining us on Yarra Rangers Live TV.
No worries, Pat. It's good to be here. And
fantastic. Now, Greg's actually got his work on display here. He's one of three local photographers, himself, Joy Phillips, as well as Kim Wormald. And they've got a exhibition here at Mont Delancey called Fusion, Nature Through the Lens. Would you like to share a little bit about the exhibition with us?
Yeah, all the photos are nature-based. We've got three different photographers who have come at nature from different angles. So there's myself, Joy Phillips, who does very experimental work and often adds stories to her photos as well. So you'll get the start of a story that will, for the photo, and that will lead you to think your own conclusion of the story based on the photo. And then Kim Wormald, who's a world-renowned bird photographer, or ornithologist as they call them. Some people call them twitchers. But she does amazing photos of Australian birds and wildlife.
And, we're actually standing in front of some of Kim's work at the moment. Greg, your photography, when did that begin? When did you first find your passion behind the lens?
When I was probably 14 or so, back in Form 2 or Year 8 as it is now in school. And we were lucky enough, one of the teachers at the school down there in Frankston in the Pines set up a little darkroom. And it wasn't a rich school, so we just sort of converted this closet into a darkroom. And that taught me how to experiment with light and chemicals and the whole photographic process.
Now, just so you understand, kids that are watching, this is before digital photography.
This is old film days with lots of chemicals, developer and fixer and stopper. And
the way that it used to be done. And what kind of subjects did you photograph back then?
Back then I liked experimenting with black and white film. And being based down in Frankston, there was the Port Phillip Bay, so you had the sea and the sand and the sun and lots of great shots of nature down there. Yeah.
With your photography, having started from a hobbyist point of view, where has that taken you? What do you do nowadays with your photography?
Well, nowadays I've finally achieved what I dreamed of when I was young.
And what was that dream?
That was to take photos for newspapers.
Fantastic.
Because I went through secondary school, did my HSC, failed, as a lot of students at our school did. So that sort of cut off my access to get into the job I wanted at that time. But I became a printer, newspaper printer. And ever since then, I've done every job known to man with newspapers, you see. So that includes the photography, running my own newspaper and that sort of thing. And I now currently contract shots to the local Mail newspaper group. So I'm often out on weekends taking photos of community events and people, activities, and even the sadder things, car crashes, things that devastate families and that sort of thing. So I've learnt how to capture the good, happy moments, and how to handle the sad moments.
Yeah, and that'd be, I suppose, the biggest challenge out of all is capturing those harder moments that still need to be shared, I suppose, in some respects. So, and how long have you been, I suppose, contracting or freelancing with the Mail newspaper group for now?
For about 8 years now.
Now, some of you may not know, but some of you may know, Greg Carrick is also a presenter at Yarra Valley FM. Now, Greg, how long have you been presenting for?
About 12 years out at YVFM, and I co-host a show on Monday night called The Bat Cave.
The Bat Cave? What's a Bat Cave about?
The Bat Cave is about blues roots and folk music and live local musicians coming in and playing.
Fantastic.
And that goes from 9 p.m till midnight every Monday night.
Be sure to tune in on 99.1.
With BB and Cracker, I'm Cracker. And then on Wednesday night I have my own show, again from 9 p.m. to midnight. That's called Soundscape, and that's jazz and ambient music.
Fantastic.
Just to chill you out.
Just to chill you out, just midweek there.
Midweek chill.
Just when you need to be chilled out, tune into Soundscape.
Yeah, we're very community focused. The last few years we've sort of changed direction as a station. There's a lot more community input and information, especially during the day. If you tune in, you'll get lots of interviews and chat and talk and information about local Yarra Ranges actions.
Fantastic. And there's always photo competitions in and around the Yarra Ranges and valleys for you to get involved in, not just in our area, but also the outlying suburbs as well. But having said that, Greg Carrick, thank you very much for joining us on Yarra Ranges Live TV.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you very much.
Cheers.